Now I will tell you a true story in Chicago. The story is called Ghost Bride in the Mirror. There's a legend in our town that no one dares to test, at least not anymore. It's the tale of Bloody Mary, the ghost bride who appears when summoned before a mirror at midnight. Some say it's just an urban legend to scare kids, but others, they know better. It was late October, and the air carried the first chill of winter. My friends and I were at a sleepover, telling ghost stories in my friend Lisa's attic. The room was dimly lit by a single flickering candle, our faces glowing orange and haunted. That's when Lisa brought it up. "Have you ever heard of Bloody Mary?" she asked, her voice dropping to a whisper. We all nodded. Of course we had. "They say if you say her name 3 times in front of a mirror at exactly midnight, she appears, wearing a torn wedding dress, covered in blood. She was murdered on her wedding night, they say, slit from throat to stomach, and now she haunts mirrors looking for someone to take her place." We laughed nervously. It was probably just a story. But then Lisa grinned mischievously. "Let's try it." "No way," I said, half joking. "It's just a dumb legend." "Exactly," she said. "If it's not real, then what's the harm?" There was a large mirror in the attic, leaning against the wall. Lisa pulled us all to stand in front of it. Me, her, Jenna, and Rachel. We stood there side by side like fools. The clock struck 11:59 p.m. My stomach twisted. "Ready?" Lisa asked. "No," Rachel said. But none of us moved. Then the clock turned midnight. Lisa was the first to speak. "Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary," Jenna followed. "Bloody Mary," I whispered. We waited. Silence. We laughed. "See? Nothing happened," Lisa said, clearly proud. And then the candle flickered. The temperature in the attic dropped so suddenly we could see our breath. The mirror fogged over, except for one spot in the center, where a shadow began to form. "That's not funny, Lisa," Rachel said. "It's not me," Lisa snapped. The shape in the mirror grew clearer. A woman in a tattered wedding dress, her face pale and streaked with blood, eyes empty and dark. Her mouth stretched into a terrifying grin. And then, she moved, not in the mirror, out of it. The glass cracked from the center outward, like something pushing through it. We screamed and stumbled back, but the figure stepped out slowly, dragging her veil behind her, the smell of decayed roses and iron in the air. "No," Jenna whispered, frozen. Bloody Mary lifted her hand and pointed at us. "One of you will come with me," she hissed, her voice like wind through a crypt. Lisa grabbed the candle and blew it out. Darkness swallowed the attic. When we finally found the courage to light the candle again, she was gone. The mirror was shattered. But that wasn't the end. The next day, Jenna didn't come to school. Her mother said she was sick, but no one had seen her since the sleepover. Lisa and I went to her house. Her window was open, curtains flapping. Her bed was empty, and on the mirror above her dresser were 3 bloody fingerprints. After that night, Rachel refused to speak to anyone. She transferred to a different school the next week. As for Lisa, she became obsessed. She researched everything about Bloody Mary, the woman, the legend, the ritual. She learned that the original Mary was a woman named Mary Whitmore, a bride from the 1800s who was murdered by her fiancé in front of a mirror when he discovered she was pregnant with another man's child. Her last words, reportedly, were, "I will return through the looking glass." Lisa decided she had to fix what we did. One night she called me. "I'm going to finish it," she said, "to undo it. I think there's a way to send her back." I begged her not to. The next morning, her parents found her dead, slumped in front of her bedroom mirror. No signs of struggle, no wounds, just a frozen, horrified expression on her face and blood running down the glass, spelling one word. "Fire," Only I was left. I don't look into mirrors anymore. Every reflective surface in my house is covered with cloth. But sometimes, when I pass a window or glimpse a puddle, I see a figure standing behind me. Pale face, torn veil, smiling. They say she only comes if you call her, but I never called her again. She called me.